Hello. Welcome back to King English Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Mike. We help you practice real, everyday English.
Please, if you like our videos, help us out. Click the subscribe button and like this video.
Yes, thank you. Today, we are going to talk about a very common topic.
That's right. We're going to talk about self-improvement. Let's get started.
I don't know, Jess. I feel a little stuck.
Stuck? What do you mean, Mike? Are you stuck in a traffic jam?
No, not physically stuck. I mean in life. Every day feels the same. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I sleep. I feel like I am just repeating the same steps.
I understand perfectly. You feel like you are not evolving. You feel like you are standing still while the world moves past you.
Exactly. I look at friends and they're learning new languages, running marathons, or starting new projects. I want to be a better version of myself, but the task feels overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Overwhelming. That means it feels too big and difficult to handle. But here is the secret to self-improvement. It is not about a huge change. It is about incremental progress.
Incremental progress. INCREMENTAL. Meaning small, gradual steps.
Yes, you only need to be 1% better every day. That small daily effort over time leads to massive change.
1%. That sounds much more achievable. So, if I want to be a better person, a better Mike, where do I begin the journey?
You begin at the beginning of your day. You begin with the morning.
The morning. Okay. I usually hit the snooze button 3 times and then rush out the door. That is my current morning routine.
That is a reactive start. A person who improves themselves is proactive. The moment the alarm rings, you practice discipline. You must win the first small battle against the snooze button.
Discipline. DISCIPLINE. The ability to follow rules and routines even when it is hard.
Correct. When you get up immediately, you send a signal to your brain, I am in control. Then, before you touch your phone, you practice gratitude.
Gratitude. Being thankful. I remember that from our last episode. But how is it a tool for improvement?
It changes your mindset. When you focus on what you appreciate, you shift from a place of scarcity to a place of abundance.
Scarcity means not enough. Abundance means more than enough. So gratitude makes me feel richer.
Emotionally, yes. You can use a gratitude journal. Write down 3 simple things. They can be small, like I appreciate the sunlight, or big, like I am thankful for my family's health.
I like that. It creates a positive foundation for the day.
A strong foundation is crucial. The next proactive step is to set an intention.
Intention. I remember that. It is the quality of my day, not the outcome.
Yes, a goal is external. An intention is internal. For example, instead of my goal is to finish 10 tasks, your intention could be I will be patient and focused today.
That is about my attitude. So if something difficult happens, I've already decided to respond with patience.
Exactly. You are planning your emotional response. It helps you stay grounded.
My intention for today will be I will be present and I will listen actively.
Fantastic, Mike. And to reinforce that intention, we use affirmations.
Affirmations. Talking to myself in the mirror.
Yes, it is a powerful form of positive self-talk. Many people battle something called imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. IMPOSTER. Like a fake person?
It is the feeling that you are not good enough or that you are going to be found out as a fraud. It destroys confidence.
I definitely feel that at work sometimes.
To combat it, you use affirmations. Say them with conviction. I am worthy of success. My opinions matter. I am capable of learning.
So it's rewriting the negative narrative in my head.
Precisely. This mental work leads to having a growth mindset.
A growth mindset is the opposite of a fixed mindset.
Yes, a person with a fixed mindset believes their abilities are permanent. I am bad at math, so I will always be bad at math.
And a person with a growth mindset believes their abilities can be developed through hard work and dedication. I am struggling with math now, but I can improve.
That small word, now, makes all the difference. It signals possibility.
Jess, this is making me think differently about my whole day. It's not about overhauling my life, it's about reframing my thoughts.
That's the power of the morning routine. You're not just making your bed, you're making your mind.
Let's practice some adjectives to describe this new version of Mike. I will be disciplined, proactive, and
I will be self-aware.
self-aware. AWARE, knowing your own character, feelings, and motives.
And resilient. When you fail, you don't quit. You simply say, this is feedback, and you try again.
I like that. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a stepping stone to success.
That's the mindset. Now, Mike, a strong mind needs food. I don't mean breakfast. I mean intellectual food.
Ah, you mean learning. My problem is I feel like I don't have time to read books or study new things.
That is the next area of self-improvement, continuous learning. In part 2, we will show you how to dedicate just 15 minutes a day to acquiring new knowledge and expanding your skill set.
I'm looking forward to that. How to get smarter in small chunks of time.
Perfect. Join us next time to discuss skill acquisition and how to fuel your brain with new information.
Thank you, Jess. I feel empowered already.
Welcome back to part 2. In part 1, we built a strong mindset. Now, we need to fill that mind with valuable information.
Absolutely. A key part of self-improvement is continuous learning. It means you never stop being a student, even after you finish school.
Many people stop learning because they think they don't have time. They say, I am too busy with work. But today, we will show you how to integrate learning into a busy life.
Let's start with the concept of microlearning.
Microlearning. M-I-C-R-O. That means very small. It is learning in short bursts, maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Instead of reading a whole book in one day, you read 5 pages. Instead of a 2-hour lecture, you watch a 10-minute educational video.
Exactly. You utilize your dead time.
Dead time? That sounds scary. What is it?
It is the time when you are waiting or doing something automatic. For example, commuting on the bus, waiting in line at the bank, or washing dishes.
Ah, I have a lot of dead time. I usually just scroll through social media.
That is a wasted opportunity. You should replace scrolling with educational content. For example, podcasts.
Like this one.
Yes! Podcasts are perfect for multitasking. You can learn English, history, or science while you drive to work. It transforms your car into a mobile university.
I love that idea. A mobile university.
Another great tool is audiobooks. If you don't have time to sit and read, you can listen to a book.
So the first strategy is fill your dead time with audio learning.
Correct. Now let's talk about reading. Reading is still the best way to gain deep knowledge.
But big books are intimidating.
You need to change your goal. Don't try to finish the book. Try to extract value.
Extract. EXTRACT. To take out.
Yes, Read one chapter and ask yourself, what is the key takeaway?
Key takeaway. That is the most important point or lesson you learned.
If you learn just one new idea from a book, that is a success. You are broadening your horizons.
Broadening your horizons. That is a beautiful idiom. It means expanding your range of interests, knowledge, and experiences.
To broaden your horizons, you should read diverse topics. Don't just read about your job. Read about psychology, art, or biography.
That makes you a more well-rounded person.
Well-rounded. Having a personality that is fully developed in all aspects.
Okay, so we have audio learning and reading. What about learning new skills like coding or cooking?
That is skill acquisition. It requires practice. And for practice, you need consistency.
We talked about consistency and habits.
Yes, it applies here too. It is better to practice the guitar for 15 minutes every day than for 4 hours once a week.
This is called spaced repetition.
Spaced repetition. Reviewing material at intervals over time. It helps your brain remember better.
I want to learn Spanish, so I should study 10 minutes every morning.
Precisely. And don't be afraid of being a beginner.
Being a beginner is hard. You feel stupid.
You must embrace the learning curve. At the beginning, progress is slow, but if you persist, you will reach proficiency.
Proficiency. Proficiency. High degree of competence or skill.
A great way to learn is to find a mentor.
Mentor. We mentioned this before. Someone who is ahead of you and can guide you.
Or you can join a community, a group of people learning the same thing.
Like a book club or a coding forum?
Yes, learning with others provides accountability.
Accountability. Being responsible to someone else. If I tell my friend I will read the chapter, I have to do it.
Exactly. It keeps you honest. Now, let's talk about critical thinking. Self-improvement isn't just about knowing facts. It's about thinking clearly.
How do I improve my thinking?
You must question assumptions.
Assumptions. Things we accept as true without proof.
Ask yourself, why do I believe this? Is it true? Be curious. Ask why and how.
That sounds like being a scientist in your own life.
It is. You are running experiments. Like, if I wake up early, do I feel better? That is an experiment.
I like that. It makes life feel like a laboratory.
Let's practice a dialogue about learning. Mike, what are you learning right now?
I'm trying to learn photography. It's my new hobby.
That is fantastic. How are you approaching it?
Well, I listen to a photography podcast during my commute. That is my micro-learning.
Excellent use of dead time. And practice.
I take one photo every day on my lunch break, just one.
That creates consistency. Have you found a community?
Yes, I joined an online group. They give me constructive feedback.
Constructive feedback. Helpful comments that help you improve, not just criticism. That is vital.
Sometimes the feedback is tough, but I try to have a growth mindset.
You are doing everything right. You are acquiring a skill, using dead time, and seeking feedback.
It feels good. I feel like my brain is waking up.
That is the feeling of growth. When you stop learning, you start dying inside.
That is a strong statement.
But it is true. The world changes fast. To keep up, we must be lifelong learners.
Lifelong learners. People who learn until they are very old.
So, let's summarize part 2. To improve yourself intellectually, use micro-learning during dead time.
Focus on key takeaways from books. Don't stress about finishing them.
Practice skills with consistency and spaced repetition.
Find a mentor or a community for accountability.
And always question assumptions.
I feel smarter already. But Jess, we talked about the mind and the brain. What about the body?
The vessel. You cannot have a sharp mind in a tired, sick body.
That is true. If I'm exhausted, I can't learn anything.
So, in part 3, we will talk about physical well-being. Not just exercise, but energy management, sleep hygiene, and nutrition for brain power.
Energy management. That sounds interesting. It's not just about time.
No, you can have time, but zero energy. We will teach you how to maximize your energy levels.
I definitely need that. I am often tired at 3 p.m.
We will fix that in part 3. Join us to build a strong body for your strong mind.
See you in the next part.
Welcome back to part 3 of our masterclass. We have discussed the mind and the brain. Now we must discuss the vehicle that carries them, the body.
I am ready, Jess. I admit, sometimes I treat my body like a rental car. I don't take good care of it.
That is a funny but sad analogy, Mike. You only get one body. If you want to improve yourself, you must prioritize physical well-being. But today, we are going to look at it through a specific lens called energy management.
Energy management. How is that different from time management?
This is a crucial distinction. Time is finite. There are only 24 hours in a day. You cannot create more time. But energy is renewable.
Renewable. Renewable. That means it can be restored or replenished, like solar power?
Exactly. You can have 10 hours of free time, but if you have zero energy, you will accomplish nothing. You will just lie on the sofa.
That describes my weekends perfectly. I have time, but no energy. So how do we renew our energy?
We focus on the 3 pillars of energy: sleep, nutrition, and movement. Let's start with the foundation: sleep.
I know I should sleep 8 hours. Everyone says that.
It is not just about the quantity of hours, it is about the quality of sleep. We need to talk about sleep hygiene.
Sleep hygiene. That sounds like washing my sheets.
It implies cleanliness of habits. Good sleep hygiene means preparing your body for rest. You need to respect your circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm. Circadian. That is a scientific term.
It is your internal body clock. It tells you when to wake up and when to sleep. It is regulated by light.
So when I look at my bright phone screen at midnight, I am confusing my circadian rhythm.
Precisely. The blue light from the screen tells your brain it is morning. Your brain stops producing melatonin, the sleep hormone.
So to improve my energy, I must stop using screens 1 hour before bed?
Yes, that is the single best thing you can do. You will wake up feeling refreshed instead of groggy.
Refreshed, feeling new and full of energy. Groggy, feeling weak and unable to think. I want to be refreshed.
Now let's talk about the second pillar: nutrition. Food is fuel.
I love food, but I often feel tired after lunch. We call that the afternoon slump.
The afternoon slump. SLUMP, a sudden fall in energy. This usually happens because of blood sugar spikes.
What causes a spike?
Simple carbohydrates, sugar, white bread, pasta. They give you a quick burst of energy, but then you crash.
Crash, a sudden drop in energy.
To avoid the crash, you need complex carbohydrates and protein. These burn slowly. They give you sustained energy.
Sustained, continuing for a long time without stopping. So, oatmeal is better than a donut.
Much better. Oatmeal gives you power for 3 hours. A donut gives you power for 30 minutes, followed by a nap.
And what about hydration? Drinking water.
Most people are chronically dehydrated. Even mild dehydration causes brain fog.
Brain fog, when you cannot think clearly. I get that often.
Before you drink coffee, drink a large glass of water. Your brain needs water to transmit signals. It is the simplest hack for energy.
Hack, a clever tip or technique. Drink water first. Got it. Now, the third pillar is movement.
Many people think exercise drains energy, but actually, exercise generates energy.
Generates, creates, or produces. How does it do that?
When you move, you increase blood flow to the brain. You release endorphins.
Endorphins, chemicals in the brain that make you feel happy and energetic.
You don't need to run a marathon. You just need to avoid being sedentary.
Sedentary, sitting too much. We learned that word in the habits episode.
Yes. To improve yourself, you should incorporate micro movements. Stand up every hour, stretch, walk while you talk on the phone.
That seems easy. I can do that.
Now, there is a fourth concept in energy management that is very advanced. It involves rest and recovery.
Rest? I thought self-improvement was about working hard.
You cannot drive a car at maximum speed forever. The engine will explode. You need to stop and cool down.
That makes sense. We call that burnout.
To avoid burnout, you should work in cycles. Our bodies follow ultradian rhythms.
Ultradian rhythms. Ultradian. Another science word.
It means our brain can only focus intensely for about 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, our focus drops.
So I should work for 90 minutes and then take a break.
Yes, a proper break. Not looking at your phone. You should look out a window, breathe deep, or get water.
We can call this a recharge break.
Exactly. If you ignore your ultradian rhythm and try to push through, you experience diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns. That's a business term. It means you put in more effort, but you get less result.
Perfect definition. Working 12 hours without a break produces less quality work than working 8 hours with smart breaks.
This changes everything. I used to think taking a break was lazy.
No, taking a break is strategic. It is part of the plan to be better.
Let's practice a dialogue about energy management. I'll be the tired employee, and you be the coach.
Okay, Mike, tell me about your energy levels.
Coach Jess, I'm exhausted. I wake up tired, I survive on coffee, and by 3 p.m. I'm useless.
Okay, let's look at your fuel. What did you eat for breakfast?
I ate a sugary cereal and drank orange juice.
That is all sugar. You had a massive blood sugar spike, and now you're crashing. Okay, and what about your sleep?
I went to bed at midnight, but I was scrolling on social media until 1 a.m.
You are destroying your sleep hygiene. The blue light is confusing your circadian rhythm. Tonight, put the phone in the other room at 10 p.m.
But I'll be bored.
Boredom is better than exhaustion. Read a book. Let your brain wind down.
Wind down. To relax gradually before sleeping. Okay, I'll try.
And finally, are you moving?
No, I sit at my desk for 8 hours straight. I want to show my boss I'm hardworking.
You are reaching diminishing returns. You need to take a 5-minute walk every hour to generate new energy.
Okay, coach, I will manage my energy, not just my time.
Excellent roleplay, Mike. You used the vocabulary perfectly.
It really helps to see the connection between the body and the mind.
If you improve your body, your mind automatically improves. You have more focus, more patience, and more creativity.
So let's summarize part 3. To improve yourself physically, prioritize sleep hygiene and respect your circadian rhythm.
Eat for sustained energy, not just for taste. Avoid the afternoon slump.
Stay hydrated to avoid brain fog.
Use movement to generate endorphins.
And work in cycles. Respect your ultradian rhythms and take strategic breaks.
I feel more energized just talking about it.
That's great. Now we have a strong mind and a strong body. What is missing?
We are social creatures, Jess. We live with other people.
Exactly. You can't improve yourself in isolation. You need to improve how you interact with the world.
Relationships, communication, empathy.
Yes. In part 4, we will discuss social and emotional growth. We will talk about emotional intelligence, active listening, and building a network.
Emotional intelligence, EQ. That is very popular now. I want to learn more about that.
It is the key to success in leadership and life. Join us in part 4 to open your heart and improve your connections.
See you in the next part.
Welcome back to our self-improvement masterclass. We have built a strong mind and fueled a strong body. Now we turn outwards.
That's right, Jess. Human improvement is not done in a vacuum. We live in a society.
Exactly. In Part 4, we focus on social and emotional growth. This is how you improve your relationships, your career, and your overall happiness.
The key term here is emotional intelligence, or EQ.
Emotional intelligence, EQ. It is far more important than IQ in many areas of life. IQ is your knowledge and logic. EQ is your ability to manage and understand emotions.
So it is about understanding my own feelings and the feelings of others.
Yes, EQ has two main parts. The first is self-management.
Self-management. That connects back to our discipline and morning routine in Part 1.
It means regulating your emotions. For example, if someone makes you angry, your first reaction is to shout. But a high EQ person practices emotional regulation.
Regulation. regulation. Controlling something according to a rule. So controlling my anger.
You pause. You take a breath. You choose your response instead of reacting automatically. This shows maturity.
That is difficult. Sometimes the emotion is too strong.
You need to practice self-awareness first. When you feel angry, you must ask, what am I actually feeling? Is it truly anger, or is it disappointment or fear?
So giving my feeling a name helps me control it.
It helps you manage it. The second part of EQ is social awareness. This involves empathy.
Empathy. EMPATHY. Feeling what another person is feeling. Putting yourself in their shoes.
You are not just listening to their words, you are listening to their tone and their body language.
This is especially important in communication. I think I need to improve my listening skills.
Most people are terrible listeners. They are just waiting for their turn to speak. To improve socially, you must master active listening.
Active listening. How is that different from regular listening?
You are fully engaged. You maintain eye contact, you don't interrupt, and crucially, you use reflection or paraphrasing.
Paraphrasing. PARAFRASING. Saying what the other person said, but using different words to show you understood.
Exactly. You say, so if I understand correctly, you're saying that the deadline is too soon. This validates their feelings and prevents miscommunication.
Miscommunication, when people misunderstand each other. That causes many problems in relationships.
Self-improvement means building a strong social network. You need people in your life who are supportive and positive.
I need people who practice the growth mindset with me.
Yes, you need to network.
Network. NETWORK. Making connections with people, especially in business.
Networking is not just about exchanging business cards. It is about cultivating relationships.
Cultivating. CULTIVATING. Nurturing or trying to develop something over time, like a garden.
You must give before you receive. Offer helpful advice. Connect two friends who would benefit from knowing each other.
That sounds like I should be a connector, someone who brings people together.
That is a wonderful goal, and it builds social capital.
Social capital, the value you get from your social relationships.
Now, let's talk about conflict resolution. Sometimes, even good relationships have problems.
Conflict resolution, solving disagreements.
A person with high EQ handles conflict with assertiveness, not aggression.
Assertiveness, being confident and direct without being hostile or offensive.
You use I statements instead of you statements.
Can you give me an example, Jess?
An aggressive or blaming statement is, you never help me around the house. A better assertive statement is, I feel overwhelmed when the chores are not shared evenly.
I see. The I statement focuses on your feeling, not the other person's fault. It makes them less defensive.
Exactly. It opens the door for dialogue instead of a fight.
This is a big area for improvement for me. I often go straight to blaming.
We all do. It takes practice. Let's practice a short dialogue about EQ and communication.
Okay, I will tell you about a problem. and you will respond with active listening.
Go ahead, Mike. I am ready to be fully engaged.
I am really frustrated because my manager gave me a huge project, but he didn't give me the right resources to finish it. I feel like he doesn't trust me.
So, if I understand correctly, you are saying that the problem is not the size of the project, but the lack of support and the feeling that your manager doesn't have confidence in your abilities.
Yes, you got it. That is exactly the root of my frustration.
That was reflection and paraphrasing. It showed Mike you understood his underlying feeling.
It helped me feel heard. When someone feels heard, they are much calmer.
This is the power of emotional intelligence. It de-escalates situations.
We have covered personal management, learning, body, and relationships. What is left?
We have the ultimate part of self-improvement, productivity and execution. All these good habits are useless if you don't use them to achieve your goals.
That is true. I'm great at planning, but terrible at execution. I have lots of intentions, but no finished projects.
That is the final piece of the puzzle. In part 5, we will talk about goal setting, the art of focus, how to avoid procrastination, and the importance of reflection.
Procrastination. Procrastination. Putting things off until the last minute. The enemy of self-improvement.
We will teach you how to defeat that enemy. We will show you simple techniques to start working and stay focused.
I need that more than anything. I want to turn my plans into reality.
Join us in part 5 to master the art of getting things done.
See you soon.
Welcome back to part 5, the final part of our self-improvement masterclass. We have built the mind, fueled the body, and strengthened our relationships.
Now we must connect everything to action. All the good habits and positive thinking mean nothing if we don't execute.
Execute. E-X-E-C-U-T-E. To carry out or put a plan into effect. This is the productivity piece.
My main enemy here is procrastination. I know what to do, but I don't start.
That is the most common self-sabotage. Procrastination is the gap between knowing what to do and actually doing it.
Self-sabotage. S-A-B-O-T-A-G-E. Undermining yourself or destroying your own work.
To beat procrastination, we must break down big tasks into small, manageable ones. We use the 5-minute rule.
The 5-minute rule.
If a task takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. Don't add it to a list. If a task is big and scary, tell yourself, I will only work on this for 5 minutes.
That is genius, Jess. Starting is always the hardest part. 5 minutes feels like a low barrier to entry.
Barrier to entry, a challenge or obstacle that prevents starting something. Once you start, momentum carries you forward.
Momentum. M-O-M-E-N-T-U-M. The force or speed of movement.
Another technique is the Pomodoro technique.
Pomodoro technique. P-O-M-O-D-O-R-O, like the Italian word for tomato.
Yes, the timer looks like a tomato. You work with hyperfocus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break.
That connects back to the ultradian rhythms we talked about in part 3, working in short, intense bursts.
Correct. It maximizes your energy and concentration. During the 25 minutes, you must eliminate all distractions.
Distractions, things that take your attention away from your task, like the phone.
Yes, put your phone on airplane mode. Close all unnecessary tabs on your computer. Create a deep work environment.
Deep work, highly focused work that produces high-quality results.
Now, let's talk about goal setting. You cannot be productive if you don't know where you are going.
How do we set good goals? My goals are usually too vague.
You must use the SMART framework. It is an acronym.
Acronym, a word formed from the first letters of other words. What does SMART stand for?
S stands for specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? M is for measurable. How will you track progress?
A is for achievable. Is the goal realistic?
R is for relevant. Does this goal matter to your bigger life vision? And finally, T is for time-bound. When is the deadline?
So instead of, I want to be better at Spanish, a SMART goal is, I will complete 20 lessons on the Spanish app by the end of March.
That is a perfect SMART goal. It is clear, it can be measured, and it has a deadline.
This framework gives me clarity.
Clarity leads to action. Now let's talk about the key to long-term self-improvement: reflection.
Reflection. Looking back at the day or the week to see what happened.
This is the final and most critical habit. Without reflection, you are just repeating mistakes.
How do I reflect? Do I just think about my day?
You should use journaling.
Journaling. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings.
Every evening, ask yourself 3 questions. What went well today? What was difficult? And what did I learn?
This is powerful, Jess. It allows me to catch the mistakes and ensure I don't repeat them tomorrow.
It connects the past to the future. It turns experience into wisdom.
And it forces me to be accountable for my intentions and goals.
Exactly. This reflection habit closes the loop on self-improvement. It makes the growth mindset a reality.
So the entire 5-part system is a continuous loop: mindset, learning, body, relationships, and finally, reflection to start the cycle again.
That's right, Mike. Let's briefly review the key concepts from all 5 parts.
In part 1, we learn to win the morning with discipline, gratitude, and affirmations to establish a growth mindset.
In part 2, we became lifelong learners by using micro-learning during dead time and seeking constructive feedback.
In part 3, we mastered energy management by improving sleep hygiene, eating for sustained energy, and respecting our ultradian rhythms.
In part 4, we focused on emotional intelligence, practicing empathy, and using I statements for conflict resolution.
And now in part 5, we use the 5-minute rule to defeat procrastination and the SMART framework to set measurable goals.
This is the complete roadmap to improving yourself every single day.
It seems like the biggest lesson is that improvement is not about doing one big thing. It's about being consistent with many small things.
Consistency is the key. Remember the 1% better rule. Over a year, 1% better every day makes you 37 times better.
37 times better! That is a huge return on investment for small daily effort.
And remember, be patient with yourself. There will be days when you slip up.
Slip up, a minor mistake or failure.
When you slip up, don't quit the whole system. Just say, tomorrow I start again. That is the essence of being resilient.
Thank you, Jess. This masterclass was truly transformative. I feel ready to stop feeling stuck and start executing my life plan.
That is our goal. We hope all our listeners feel the same way.
We encourage you to pick just one new habit from these 5 parts and start it tomorrow morning. Maybe it's the water first or the gratitude journal.
Start small, stay consistent, and believe in your growth mindset.
Thank you for joining us for this special series. We hope you will take these tools and use them to create the best version of yourself.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like this video.
We help you practice real everyday English, and we love to hear about your progress.
Goodbye for now.
See you next time.